What's going on, YouTube? Scam tapping back in with y'all again, man. How's y'all day going? Let me know down in the comment section. What I'm saying, if you new, which I know a mass majority of people will indeed be new. I'm just coming to tap in with y'all again. Another day, a new day, a fresh day. Think about yourself in a high spirit, a high sense. Think about yourself having a rich spirit, a rich mental way of understanding. Think of yourself into a higher realm, a higher sense, a higher vibration amongst yourself and your soul, to guide you into the path and into the journey that you want to acquire and accomplish for yourself in all of your personal endeavors, dreams, goals, and aspirations. You have to stay resilient, within all the odds and all the obstacles that you may face, and that you may come across on a day-to-day basis. You know that everyone is not going to be for you. You have to continue to remain strong, remain focused and disciplined in your mind to know that your spirit is strong and that your light to shine is very bright. You have to walk in your power. You have to walk in your journey. You can't be in everybody's lane. You can't be swerving on the road. You can't be swerving on the road. You gotta stay in your lane. You stand in your lane, that's how you're gonna lead into amongst your success. And everything that's for you is gonna align perfectly in line what it needs to. God has a way of showing the true, forsakes in people, on how they feel about you, or just removing or just putting you into a season of isolation. It's just all right. It all depends on your situation, on how you want to handle it, though. Because look, if you put into a season of isolation, if you feel like that you have, personal troubles within yourself, and you feel like you can't, you feel like you can't find a way to see through to get to the next level because you done been down for a second. You can't worry about that. You got to keep going. You know that, like I said, what it's gonna align all when it needs to align. Sometimes you just have to just keep your head down and just work. Keep your head down and work, and let everything begin to chase you, begin to come to you. So you gonna have to work. You gonna have to worry about everything will be so effortless. But there's still work behind it. There's still some ways that we have to go. You just have to be bold. You just have to be a bold spirit, honestly. Being a bold spirit that works your way amongst the crowd. You just stand strong. You just stand out. Just unwillingly, unknowingly, just naturally. You be able to control the room. You be able to control. You can be able to sense spirits. You be able to sense energy. Being able to sense energy, the level of discernment is very crucial. You have to have it. It could be very spooky. It could be very tricky out here in today's world. Especially everything going on now. You have to remain protected. You have to remain strong. You have to have faith. You have to have faith in your holy Savior, your Lord and Savior, our Lord and Savior. You have to. Whatever you may believe in, I don't put that past anyone. Whatever you may believe in, everyone has their own way of going about things. nothing is really considered normal anymore, you know. Everything is honestly art, you know. The way you carry yourself, the way you present yourself, you know, it resembles a story. It resembles a story, you know. Everything will be all right. Everyone has a past to them that they feel like, you know. I mean, that doesn't mean it holds an image of you against you now. I mean, everyone has a past. I mean, it no matter what age you are. I mean, you know, it's good and bad with everyone. With everyone. In reality, everyone is, you know what I'm saying, it's a little messed up, you know. So don't think that, you know what I'm saying, everyone is just perfect, because the most successful go through the worst problems, you know, as we can see in what's going on now. You know, it's just a lot. It's a lot. It can be very wicked. It can be very wicked, you guys. Don't get crossed up in the crossfire of the wicked ways of the world. Without faith, there is no sanity in this world. Remember that. Please stay protected. Please stay protected. It's the little things that count, you know. You have to pick up on actions. You have to pick up on synchronicities, you know, within changes in people, or within it all, within life, what's going on around you, you know. You see things, you know what I'm saying, you can be able, you know what I'm saying, you're working, you know, things are not going the best at work, or whatever, you know, you're going through something with somebody at work, or whatever, your family member, you know, dealing with a late loved one, you know. It can be a lot of times, you know, people, you know, but in reality, you know what I'm saying, the world does not care. The world does not care. If you are a man, black man in America as of right now, you know, or just in general, the world does not care, man. The world does not care. The world, hey, look, the Bills have no silver spoon, you know. The Bills do not have any. The Bills do not have a silver spoon. You know, reference from Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, they don't. They don't. You know, the only reason you know what I'm saying, ain't really, you know what I'm saying, the only reason I say that because you know how the internet be, man. Try to take things wrong with it, man. But you know, just resembles a message, you know. It just resembles a message right there, you know, on how things can be, you know what I'm saying, having to do with social media and all. Just, you know, like I said, guys, just stay protected, you know. I know everything will come to shine a light, you know. I want to bring great energy, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I want to show that there is a way for the younger generation to, you know what I'm saying, to be the new leaders of the world, because that's what it's coming to, you know. Our grandparents, the baby boomers, you know, everyone, you know, everyone's getting older, you know. You know, things are changing, man. The older system is coming to an end. Things are crashing, man. We have to stand strong, man. There will be a way. There will be a way for it all. You know, some people are stuck in their ways. Other people are stuck in their ways. We have to keep going. You know, the world is a crazy place. It's a very crazy place. You know, you ain't got to don't stand down to nobody. Don't stand down to nobody. You ain't got to stand down to nobody. You know, but just have respect. You know, just have respect. Respect will take you a long way. You know, just shows character. Show character and build character. You know, everything will be perfectly fine. You know, everything will come within time. And, you know, a lot of things. A lot of things. You know, you get crossed up in your mind. You feel like, you know, sometimes, you know, sometimes you just be can just be tired. Honestly, sometimes you can just be tired. Sometimes you probably just need your nap. You know, that would be the most wholesome thing I could probably say. Sometimes you just need your nap, man. You know, shoot, just you know, you just have a, you just try to live just protect your peace. You know, I'm just sitting up trying to gather my words and all. You know, it's just, you know, sometimes there could be a lot going on. Your mind could be running a million miles an hour. You know, think about so many things. You know, thinking about, you know what I'm saying, trying to prosper, trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to push myself into a better situation. Push yourself into a better situation. You know, I know I have a lot of dreams and aspirations that I will acquire in this lifetime. You know, I have no doubt about it because I know my work ethic. I was 19 years old over the road, working on these jobs to travel TIG pipe welding. You know, like it's crazy. Like, it's just an experience. Like, traveling, seeing the world, just on my own, living on my own. In Florida, living on my own. You know, like it was an experience. Had my own place to stay for by myself. You know, it was really an experience. You know, went to Virginia, out of Virginia. You know what I'm saying, all through December. I spent my New Year's in Virginia. You know, 19 years old, by myself out there, just living with it. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy it. You know, just enjoy the whole experience. You know, it was fun. I was doing, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing, doing a great job. You know, but you know what I'm saying, riding back 5 times back and forth to Virginia all throughout December. You know what I'm saying, just throughout the breaks and everything. Christmas coming up and family and, you know what I'm saying, just Thanksgiving and it's a whole bunch, you know, just pass the 6G TIG test, pipe test, schedule 10. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it all came to play, you know, and I realized I possess the skills, you know. Look, you guys, you know, just developing skills, you know what I'm saying, also is another key asset out here as well. You know, you got to develop a skill. You know what I'm saying? Become the money. You know what I'm saying? Become money. You know, like I said, you know, you know what I'm saying, I could say in the year December alone, I grossed over about, I mean, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to, you know, I don't even want to say too much, you know, it really doesn't, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't even matter, you know, it was a good amount, you know. You think I would say I probably made about, you know what I'm saying, it was I don't want to speak too much. You know what I mean? You know, I just want to remain humble. You know, gotta remain humble. You know, it's just a start. It's just a start. You know what I'm saying, you guys? I'm just saying. You know, it's very, it's powerful. We have to break the generational curses. We have to break the generational curses. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot to it. You know, sometimes a lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't have anyone, you know, to lean back on just themselves. You know, you're strong. You are strong, you know, in every sense of the word. Powerful, just a powerful being. Just a powerful being, you know. We are all honestly our own. We are our own gods, you know. We are. We have the sense to put into our mind of how we want our life to be, you know, at the current point in time, you know, anything you want to do, you know. As of right now, I want to be a combo. I have dreams. I've been said when I was in high school. I graduated early in high school. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying in high school I wanted to weld. I wanted to drive trucks, and I have a creation for an app. I will speak about that for another for another day, another topic. It's a lot. Um, it's just amazing. It's amazing how far you can come. Within the span of a couple years, as well. You know, a lot of growth. A lot of expansion. Just a lot of growth, expansion. Just elevation. Just better quality people. Just you just still have to deal with life's BS. At times. As long as you're living and you're trying to prosper your life, you're gonna deal with obstacles. That's just the way it is. But you're gonna lose. You're gonna fall. But you're gonna win as well. That win can change your whole perspective, change your whole life situation. You guys, you just have to be confident. Be confident. Build confidence, you guys. Build confidence. It's okay. Just build confidence. People are going to be people. They're going to have something to say about you, regardless whether you're doing good or bad. You just have to remain strong. You just have to remain strong, man. It's gonna be narcissists. It's gonna be naysayers. It's gonna be negative people all around you, as long as you're trying to be successful, or you're successful, or they're gonna talk about you when you're down. They're gonna talk about you when you're up. It's all about how you gonna handle it, man. You gotta keep going. And to my females out there, you feel me? If you watching, which I know you will. Yeah. Look though, you have. Don't let nobody, feel like they can control you or nothing either. You strong too, shot. Don't worry. You good. You feel me? You good. You don't let nobody tell you they can control you just because if you ain't grow up with a father figure in your life. You trying to look for structure out here, and somebody they think they can run all over. Don't you good, shot. Boss, boss up, show your power too, baby. You feel me? You won't hold it down. So, you already know, a little. I'm trying to tell you, it's a lot of great things to come on. I have a lot I want to instill in. It's all about the struggle. Just 2 subs, if you're wondering what I have in the back. 2 SCAR 12s. My original amplifier I blew out. This is crazy. But it had a good run for its money for the time that I had it. It was a SCAR 1200 watt, 2000 watt. I maxed it out. First night I played. I was bumping Thugger the doggone the first night. I doggone hooked it up. I cranked it up. And then I played on everything. I played doggone Thief of the Night. So that motherfucker, I cranked that motherfucker. I think I cracked a little solenoid on the joint a little bit, but I ended up replacing it. And then, I had family, they want to ride, and they put the dog on, they put their hand all on the speaker and everything, you know how that go, man. But it is what it is. It's all material things, man. We're just enjoying to have fun, a lot more to come, I have a lot of dream cars I get, I get to them talking about, man, I really, dream car right now, my ultra dream car right now is GC3 RS. With just all around. Shoot, right now it gotta be that wide body cat, man. It's gonna be a collectible, man. So man, we in this baby right now. I want a Pro Charger. I have plans on Pro Charging long tube headers, high RAM, intake, the whole 9, man. We're gonna get it right. We want to get it right for y'all. saying, for y'all and myself, you know what I'm saying, you know, it's been a long journey, you know, as of to right now as well, you know, it has been a long journey, it has been a journey, a working process, you know, it turns to a man, it really does, you know, it turns to a man, you know, like, you gotta keep going. Not saying material things turn to a man, but when you get something that you truly like, you truly enjoy, that you work for, you know what I'm saying, you gonna hold it. You know what I'm saying, you gonna hold it. Straight like that. You know what I'm saying, you gonna hold it down. You gonna hold it down not for yourself, and you know what I'm saying, you gotta provide for others. You gotta hold down the pack, man. Straight up. Can't fold. Can't fold. You have to remain real. You have to remain real. You have to remain real. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here being a sucker either, man. You know, you gotta stand 10 toes about you and yours as well, you know. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to switch it up when it's needed, you know. You gotta be able to switch it up. Well, I mean, switch it up. Like, don't just let people take your kindness for weakness, you know. Show a motherfucker that you are valuable. You know what I'm saying? That you value yourself. You know, don't let them you know what I'm saying, don't let nobody think that you don't just do you any type of way, treat you any type of way, just go and just do, you know what I'm saying, just do it. Let them leave them where they stand, man. You know what I'm saying? Just leave them where they stand. And keep it going, keep it pushing. Find something else, find somebody else, you feel me? You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever. You know, it's life. You feel me? Like, whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? It's totally up to you. But look, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just remain steady, man. Remain steady, bro. Remain steady. Keep steady. Keep it steady. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. You know. But it's gonna be alright, though. You know what I'm saying? We you know, yeah, pretty much. Yep. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, hey man, sometimes it's just, hey, sometimes you just gotta just be too quiet. You just gotta just sit there and chill in your own thoughts. Just think, slow it down, you know. Yeah. So, just getting up with y'all though, man, you know. You know, we have got things coming for y'all. I just want to tap in and just talk with y'all, man. You know, I got plans. I want you guys to meet my granddaddy as well, so we can tell some great stories as well. My great grandfather. You know what I'm saying? You know, I feel like that'd be a really, really great, really powerful video. You know what I'm saying, for future reference. You know, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you guys enjoy that. You know, you guys enjoy that. You really see it. We really get to talk a true depth, backstory of everything. You know what I'm saying? Just a childhood upbringing and why I am the way I am right now. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm in the profession I am in right now. Truly. You know, that's really what I'm holding down right now. You know, I appreciate you guys, you know what I'm saying, if you're tuning in, if you're new. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? Topics things that you guys would want to see about the truck, or you know what I'm saying? I plan on getting my welder, my generator, you know, so I can go ahead and show content for you guys about the welding and everything, how to fabricate, and you know what I'm saying, how to run a good bead, you know, or you know what I'm saying, how to just plasma cut, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause flux core, TIG, stick, MIG, like I can show you guys how to pass the test, how to pass the bend test. You know, I can really help you guys out, you know, and you know what I'm saying, I feel like it'll all be beneficial, all work out, and I plan on getting my own thing going, you know what I'm saying, I plan on breaking out, you know what I'm saying, getting my own thing going and get on these jobs, and I can really show you guys what it's like out here in the field, you know. So it'll all come within time, you guys. It's on the way. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, if you're new, if you're tuning in, leave a comment how you feeling, you know what I'm saying, how your day is going. I said, just let your boy know. I don't mean no harm. I said, I'm willing to talk back to you. Hold it down, you guys. Hold it down. Peace.